Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the saastrana Application Security Podcast. Today, we have with us Puneet. Puneet is the founder and head of technology at Candor. Candor is a digital marketing and IT solutions company that has been operations in Dubai since 2011. In this podcast, Puneet is going to share with us at what point in their journey did they look at application security. He's also going to share with us that application security became such a critical aspect of their offering, even though they are not a security company, that how it not just enable them to protect their assets, but also help them sell it as a revenue generating opportunity to their customers as part of their overall services offering. He is also going to share with us what are some of the key aspects as part of the partnerships and vendor selection, especially application security vendors, that he will look at based on his experience working and bundling and solving this problem for his customers. Welcome to the show, Puneet. It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
Thank you, Venkatesh. It is wonderful being on this podcast with you and looking forward to answer all your questions that you have today.
Excellent. Yeah. There's always something to learn from these podcasts. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about Candor?
Well, about Candor, we started in 2011 in Dubai as a digital marketing and development agency. And since then, we have come obviously a long way, where we are data driven and we use this information to guide our customers in communicating their products and services to their customers in an effective way. When it comes to the topics that we focus on, we are very selective as well. When we first started out, our customers and business partner were instrumental in our growth into our IT solutions and services company that we are today. And today we cater to a much wide range of services that we do. And then what we started 11 years ago. Our focus has been to go organically and an ethos that we continue to follow even till today. And we recently opened our operations in Canada, and we look forward to growing there in an organic way as well.
Fantastic. Did you say 11 years?
That's 11 years. Yeah. Time flies. Time flies.
Very similar to my company as well. We are 12 years old in the current avatar. It's always fascinating because I talk with different business owners, and though the domain they are catering to is different and they have their own unique journey. But one thing that is common across, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in the business of cybersecurity, but one thing that is common across any nature of business nowadays, especially with tech being a key enabler for any business, and especially tech business like yourself, is how did you embark on the journey of making, you're not in the application security or a cybersecurity business per se, right? But how did you embark on the journey of application security becoming a key aspect of your offering, especially vulnerability assessment and penetration testing?
Okay, again, I would say this would be a journey that I think I have to walk you through the journey of our 11 years as to how we've evolved as well. So during the first few years, our focus was in providing obviously excellent service, which is important to our customers, and obviously building a kind of a strong internal team as well, and who are knowledgeable individuals as well, and industry partners, very strong industry partners, which are very important for any growing business as well. The expectations of our customers are very high, and as they have evolved, so have we, and the offerings that we have also started offering as well. So obviously, because of the degree of confidence that our customers have had over us, over the solutions that we have kind of delivered over the last few years, and at the end of the day, it keeps adding on. When I still remember when we started off, we were just doing websites and mobile applications, and e-commerce portals. Today, we do far more than, just those digital offerings alone. So at the end of the day, we have pivoted as our clients have requested us, as in we have won a few key projects as well, which has helped us as well evolve. So to put things into perspective, the first 3-4 years were more on the development side, wherein clients wanted us to just do development work. And then eventually we started seeing AMC contracts come in, wherein it was more about also ensuring that the projects are kind of maintained in the right way. And then as the importance of security kind of added on, the VAPT aspect also started getting added on to our AMC products as well. So today we are a full-fledged IT services and solutions firm that kind of caters to a broad range of customers, both from startups to SMEs to enterprise level customers as well. So today we are an IT services and solution firms that cater to a broad range of products and services to both startups, small and medium sized enterprises, and enterprise level customers as well. So it has been quite an enjoyable journey for us during this 11 years of our growth as well.
Fantastic. Now, tell me one thing. I mean, I hear different answers from different people, uh, but most of the time, looking at security in your journey,
That's
okay,
right.
is it driven? I mean, and is it driven by the customers, or was it driven as something that you saw as an opportunity to bundle with your services, or you realize, oh no, the market is now evolved, and
Yes.
whatever digital marketing and I say pivoting, was it your customers who were asking it that forced you to get into this new business model, or you yourself saw the opportunity and wanted to make this as part of your offering?
Well, I would say it's a combination of both. As I said, initially we were just doing design, development, mobiles, applications, and e-commerce portals. But then that's while you do that during the UI UX journey of any development life cycle. So when it comes to design, it follows a different path. And then when you go into development, it follows a different path as well. And as the industry has been evolving and as vulnerabilities are coming up and teams are kind of understanding the importance of it, most likely initially most clients were not aware of the importance of security as well. And then we've been pushing this thing. Okay, while we have multiple solutions out there, you have open source solutions. So obviously open source is cheap, easy, and quick to deploy as well. However, it does come with its own share of vulnerabilities that we need to address as well. So obviously when that thing comes in, from our side, we said, hey, this is an opportunity as well. VAPT is something that we need to kind of add as part of our offering as well. So I think eventually it kind of became a combination of both the customers understanding the importance of security. Mm-hmm. And so that became a kind of a very important layer in anything that we've kind of now started rolling out. So it's not only design, development, security plays a very important role as well. And obviously maintaining it and ensuring that there are no vulnerabilities or not, that there's no guarantee that you will not be attacked. But then how do you protect your business and move on from there is what we need to kind of work towards. And the market is surely maturing to that, and it's becoming now much more easier for us to kind of give this as a value add to our customers as well.
Correct. Fantastic. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's always a combination of what the market wants, and the market wanting that becomes a validation of you also building something as part of your core.
That's correct.
Yeah, and as you rightly said, it can never have a zero risk offering, right? It's all about risk mitigation, and building the resiliency in place to address any future risk that comes. Makes you better equipped to handle them.
Absolutely. I think that is what our focus has been. So that's where we're now looking at, how WAF solutions can be added on, to implementations as well. So depending on what the client is trying to do, it becomes our responsibility not only just to be the development team. Our responsibility is to be the end to end. Look at it from when it comes to a brief. Okay, this is what your end goal is, and how do you get there, and what is the role security is going to play in it. So yeah, I think that's the journey that we are on at this point in time.
Good to hear that. So what are some of the early results by including security as part of your overall end-to-end offering in terms of web and mobile and digital development. Do you see it's enhancing your other businesses by adding security? I mean, what are some of the early results that you're seeing, and also any trends that you want to share with us?
Well, to put it in perspective, initially, when we kind of went back to our customers and said, ki, hey, you need to kind of start focusing on vulnerabilities that are there, both in your current applications. Most of them were oblivious of the fact that they were so secure. They were in a way they were confident. Ki, oh, our application is very secure. Oh, I said, okay, can we run a test? And some of the results were kind of shocking. And they understood that just having a SSL certificate just does not cut it anymore. So there's a lot more that needs to be done, both on an application level, database level. How do you secure the entire thing, and how the industry is evolving? So I think that from that point of view, from having a little bit of knowledge to now being progressively looking at how security needs to be built in. And those are the discussions that we have. So I still remember, I think a couple of weeks ago, I had a meeting for a new project. So we had a separate meeting for design, we had a separate meeting for development, and a separate meeting purely from security play. So that was refreshing as well. So I said, yes, so this is, now we're getting there. So the bar is being pushed from a security point of view, and the clients are serious about it. That is also very important.
It has become a boardroom discussion. It has become, at least in my journey, I have seen that my level of education that needed to provide on why security is important is no longer needed, because everybody acknowledges the fact it is important. It's just that how to go about addressing it is where they struggle.
I'll give you a very simple example. You lock someone out from their emails for 24 hours, see what happens.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like an oxygen, right? Or it's like it's no longer a vitamin or a nice to have.
It is no more. It's not an optional element anymore. It's a mandatory thing now. It's as simple as that.
Fantastic. What are some of the things you look at when selecting? So you are providing a gamut of services to your clients.
That's right.
And now you are including, and more based on feedback you're receiving from your clients, you have included security as an integral part of the entire package you're providing.
That's right.
Obviously, not everything can be built by somebody, right?
Absolutely.
You provide a focused service, but it's going to be an aggregation of many different. So specific to security. Specific to security and application security, what kind of things do you look at in a partner, an appsec partner that you?
Well, at the end of the day, VAPT is a very technical field, and it's not that, anyone can start doing it. Obviously, it's a specialized field and a lot of experience is required in it. And obviously, we look at industry leaders as well, who's doing what. So today, everything is out in the open, and I'm not sure if you've just recently seen, Rackspace has been hit by a ransomware attack, so they, at this point in time, they currently do not know what to do, so. But then let's see how they come out of it. But yeah, to answer your core question, how do we select the offerings? So again, from a product point of view, obviously the product's quality, the functionality, the expertise of the team behind the product is very important for us as well. While the product is great, you also need to have a look at the customer support as well. When something goes wrong, is there someone there to help me out here? Because at the end of the day, we are talking about vulnerabilities here. If my client's business is kind of affected by a security breach, how is my product team going to help me out here? That is very important. Obviously, the development life cycle of the product becomes very important. As to if I know, okay, when we started version 1, so obviously security is not something that is a standing thing. It's a moving goalpost. Every day you have something new.
It's not a destination, it's a journey. It's an ongoing 24/7 journey.
Yeah. And obviously, the cost of the product also is important. As in, no business can kind of just say, okay, here's $1 million check and here go and implement security for us. So as I said, we cater to startups, SMEs, and enterprise level clients. So it has to cater to all of them. So those would be the key kind of. Not in any specific order, but then those would be the key variables that I would look at as a business to kind of see whom do I partner with to kind of bring on board and make that as an offering to our customers as well.
Yeah. Fantastic. And it's important. And I agree with you that you mentioned support. And especially with so many tools, so many things, so many different things that we don't have the time to get into it and get everything working, right? So we are trying to solve a problem, and having the support, backing behind the tool is going to be very, very important in the partnership.
Very important.
Something I personally also look at in any vendors I partner with.
Totally. That's like the foundation. Let's put it that way. If you know that you have you're backing with the team that is going to be there when you need them the most, I think that cannot be replaced.
Yeah. So, what would be your advice to youngsters who are trying to start out in a web application development design space? Somebody aspiring to be like Candor, the next Candor.
Right. I would say that's an interesting question. I would say follow the KISS policy. That's what I do. Well, that's KISS policy means KISS policy. Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid, and then expand from there.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I heard this before.
So I said we are an industry which is constantly evolving. So and then there is change every day, every other day. So obviously you cannot master everything in one day. Yeah. So again, but then you follow the KISS policy. I would say I can pretty much guarantee that you learn something new every other day, and you keep learning, you keep advancing, and then one needs to be able to adapt as well to the circumstances and how things are kind of pivoting around it. So sometimes even slowing down also is very, very important. Looking at the tile too closely does not help at times as well. Take a step back, constantly readjust, and have a positive attitude, and it's always going to be a long way ahead, and enjoy. But that most important thing, enjoy the journey.
Good. I think it is simple indeed, right? And the complex thing is trying to keep it simple. That's the paradox. Yeah, indeed. We all know it is simple, but keeping it really simple is where sometimes people struggle with.
Well, that's life.
Yeah. Good. Thanks. That's fantastic words of wisdom, Puneet. Now I think we are going to get into a fun round to know the person behind the business or the technologist who talks about security, but a little bit more about Puneet the person.
All right, fire away.
Yeah. What's your favorite book and movie?
And movie, okay. Favorite book would and or movie. Okay, favorite book at this point in time. Let's say which one? Rich Dad Poor Dad. And
Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, all right.
Okay, favorite movie: The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Good, Bad, and Ugly. Okay, Clint Eastwood.
Classic.
Not from Bollywood or Tollywood or any of those.
No. I'm happy where I am.
Okay, all right. Good. What is your favorite technology website?
TechCrunch.
TechCrunch.com. All right. I follow them too. It keeps me. It's a heartbeat of the startup ecosystem and the tech startup ecosystem as well.
Absolutely, and it kind of keeps us also on our toes. Hey, there's something happening. So yeah.
A training or philosophy of learning, on the job training or structured?
Well, a bit of structured and on the job learning as well, because nothing can replace you jumping into the mud. Hands on, it cannot be replaced. So you might have all the.
If you had to choose between one, which one will you choose?
Hands on.
Hands on, yeah. Actually, I personally also was encouraging my son to, if he gets a job that is passionate about to solve a problem, I would have had no problem him choosing that over a structured school learning.
Well, times are changing.
Times are changing, yeah. But you have to really be passionate about it.
Absolutely.
What inspires you?
My family.
All right. Yeah, good. What is the number one skill you look for in your team or when you recruit somebody?
Attitude.
Attitude. Can you expand? Attitude can come in many flavors.
Well, yeah, obviously it has to have a positive attitude to start with.
Okay.
So then obviously Obviously, I don't. You don't need to be a genius the day one you land in my office. Obviously you're not going to do all of that stuff. As far as you're working with a positive attitude with the new people that you're going to be working, obviously for a few years, I hope. And how do you add to the business and both in growing yourself and the business as well?
Perfect. I agree. Agree. Attitude is everything, and actually alignment of that attitude. Because there is no such
Absolutely.
thing as good and bad, right? It's aligning it with the right set of
Aligning.
people.
Yeah. So
Uh,
obviously we cannot do anything alone. It has to be a team effort. And obviously the right person in the right place, having the right attitude is very important as well.
Answer. Preferences for work, remote, work from office, hybrid.
Hybrid. Come on.
Yeah.
No, there's no more requirement to be in the office to get work done. As far as you are comfortable.
But are you fine with 100% remote?
Oh, that would be kind of boring, actually. To not meet people, not kind of joke with them. Be around them. Understand them. You while you can do that, we've all done that during COVID. But I think
Yeah.
it's fine. But being in the presence of your coworkers, your friends, once in a while is also fun.
Yeah. Good. I agree. I think it's hybrid. I personally leave it as an individual choice. There are people who are perfectly fine to be 100% remote, and
Yeah.
there are people who have to be in the office like myself.
Well, the mantra is very simple. As far as the work gets done, you are having fun. No one's complaining. Be where you are, get the work done.
Perfect. Email or the new age, WhatsApp and text messages.
Email, please.
Email. All right, old school, like we again.
Yeah. At least then I have it. I know it's in my to-do list. It's coming. I have to respond back to it or do something to it, file it. Yeah. Simple. Email.
Outdoor or indoor?
Depends on the place. In Dubai, during the summers, surely indoors, and during winters, outdoors for sure.
Yeah, I lived most of my life in Canada. It's
Okay.
exactly the opposite. During winter, indoors. Summer, outdoors.
Well, now we are on that journey now. Let's see what happens there in Canada as well.
I open an office in Canada, right?
That's
All the
correct.
best for that, Puneet.
Thank you
Really
very
a
much.
pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much, and
Wonderful. Learned a
likewise.
lot. Yeah.
No.
Have a wonderful day.
It was a pleasure being on this podcast and obviously engaging with you and obviously learning from you as well. You are an industry leader as well, and we look forward to kind of working closely with you.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.